Hey everybody, welcome back to How's Your Mindset? I am Kristen with my co-host Jeanine.
Hi, everyone.
Today we are going to be talking about well-being, which is super fun, especially during this time. We're
Absolutely.
still, going through lockdowns, which I think they're opening things up now, right?
Well, yeah, where we are. I mean, I think in where you guys are located, it's not as crazy, but they're starting to lift. But then I hear other things, so I don't know. I hear that the travel ban's going to tighten up, but they're lifting some of the restaurants, and then I hear another 12 months. So I have no clue. I'm along for the ride.
I know. Crazy, crazy.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
there's so much information out there about well being. So, there's all types of different ideologies for it and trying to figure out what is best for you for what is well being. So, just wanted to go through and chat about for us personally and kind of talk with you, Janine, about your water fast and what you're doing with that for your own well being.
Sure. By the
Different
way,
things
we
like
have
that.
a playlist for it. So if you've missed it, go back. And I don't know when this one's going to post in relative to what's going on, but we'll make sure that we have the video attached to this one when we schedule it on there. Now that I've gotten really nifty with YouTube and I can add videos at the end.
And now you're getting pretty good at that.
For sure.
Yeah. So, for me, for well being, there's a lot of different things. I really have always engulfed health within my own well being.
Mhm.
When I feel good inside and out, and I think that I look good, my well being really takes precedence at that point. So, I'm able to function better. My brain is working a lot better. So, what I've started doing is actually working out, which is
Mm,
nice after the little one.
very
So,
important.
just a little bit every day. I have to be honest, I slept on my either neck or something wrong last night.
Oh, I hate
So,
that.
I know. So, I didn't get to work out because I don't want to agitate it.
And
Today,
that just means you got a really good night's sleep, right? You didn't move as much as you usually do. And that usually happens when you're not laying, your spine isn't right, but you've gotten this amazing sleep. It's like amazing sleep and bad neck or back because you're not moving enough.
I know. So, I mean, I know for a fact that I slept really hard last night. And so
Aw,
I know I was probably just like, who knows what I was doing, but
yeah, for
I feel a
sure.
little bit better with the sleep, which is great after
Oh, good.
having a newborn. So,
Yeah, and your mental health has to be really well, really there with well-being. So there's many components of well-being, right? But
yeah,
if your mind is not where it needs to be, then you can't exercise because there's nothing that says that pretty much you couldn't exercise once a doctor clears you, after having a baby or doing it every day. But what happens is our mind is stopping us or other past times from exercising or doing whatever stops us from being able to do it. Just like my fast, right?
yeah,
Doing a 5-day fast is people would think is a pretty extreme thing, but I've done 3-day fasts forever. The 5-day is new to me, but honestly, there's really I'm interested to see what the difference is, you know what I mean, during this time.
yeah.
Because I have a lot of focus and a lot of clarity and a lot of energy because I'm not focusing on food.
Mhm.
And I'm able to exercise because what else am I going to do? Like, I'm not doing anything else except for sitting around trying to keep myself busy.
That is true. For those who are stuck at home during this time, you might as well. I mean, it's a lot easier to get up and do some squats or something, run in place, whatever floats your boat on that end, and be
Yes.
able to just move around a lot easier than if you're at a place of a job where people are watching you and you know needing to stay on top of things a little bit more.
I've got to tell you, I have not used my time efficiently during my time in quarantine. I'm still at home and I will be home till March, maybe even later. Who knows? And I've not used it efficiently at all. I mean, I could have been meditating more. Now I'm meditating twice a day. I hadn't been doing that. Maybe once, a couple times a week. And I just wasn't in the mindset to do it. Like I just wasn't in it. And anyway, also, we just went through a 4-day Unleashed with Dan, which was incredible.
That's
And
amazing.
if you don't know who Dan is, I'm talking about him in my fast as well. We will drop his information down below, his Unleashed program. Absolutely phenomenal. 4-day free course. And then if you want to go after that in a mastery level for 3 months with him, he's giving incredible deals on those classes. What are you going to do anyway? And it is so good for your well-being because it kickstarted my ass. You know what I mean? To try to get myself started. And I've been doing it since quarantine with you, right?
Mhm.
And we've been working on ourselves tremendously. And we're still in need of it because of the maintenance and everything that we go through on a daily basis.
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing, and well-being in general is an ongoing thing. We want to make sure that we don't overexert ourselves
Yes.
for anything or underexert, if that's a term. I'm
Yeah.
making it a term now. But just making sure that you challenge yourself and make sure that you're doing what you need to do to keep yourself happy. And that's a major thing too, is we can't rely on others to make ourselves happy. We
No.
have to make ourselves happy through different means, whether it's, taking up hobbies that we enjoy, or spending time meditating, or working out, or going on hikes, reading, doing whatever makes us happy,
For sure.
not expecting other people to make us happy.
Well, that's it, right? People think, oh, well, I'm not going to change for anybody. Well, yeah, you don't. What you do is you find the best version of yourself, your true self. You're through your unconscious work and clearings and making sure that all the stuff that your parents did to you when you were younger is taken care of. Because without that, you're not going to have the well-being that you need to be able to, and it doesn't matter what kind of job you have, whether you're a business owner like we are, or running companies, or whatever it is, you still want to be the best you can be in that field, whether you're just starting off in your life or you're towards the end of it, or even in the middle. So what's interesting is I think I really liked what Dan said in the program. You may be clearing stuff out, but then you're constantly hearing stuff back in on a daily basis. So
Right.
and sometimes you haven't cleared it out if you haven't done unconscious work like us. So you're hearing it, right? And then you're suppressing it or putting it in a drawer or forgetting about it, and your unconscious has it in. I see it like a library in my mind, in my unconscious mind, with drawers, like old-fashioned drawers with the cards that we used to have, the Dewey Decimal System or whatever the hell that's called. Yes, I'm that
Yeah.
old, people. And so and then I liked when he said it, and then all this other stuff every single day is going in your ear from people, and you're having to absorb and process all of that. And
Right.
not everybody speaks in love language like we're aware of, which is a beautiful thing. A lot of it's very negative. So yeah, I mean, how do you deal with that?
There's a lot of different ways. Just take it day by day,
Yeah,
and just
hour by
figure
hour
out,
sometimes.
yeah, you just figure out exactly what it is that you want to do. And find, I think the main thing is find things that you love to do. And it could be that you do love your job, which is great. A lot of us love our jobs, it's our
Yeah,
passion. Sometimes it could be that your job is just to make ends meet, which is great. You should be doing that, but be grateful for that income coming in,
Absolutely.
while for your well-being, making sure that you're fulfilling other things. So if there's certain things that you enjoy doing, certain hobbies, it could be anything, any type of hobby that you have, it really fills a soul, and it shows that you're, bringing into your life, just to bring in a little bit of that spiritual element.
Yeah.
Whatever you bring into your life exerts out, and you're bringing more of that into you.
And it does
So,
deflect people that are not very nice to you, because there are going to be people in your life and in your workplace sometimes that aren't giving you the respect and appreciation that you need. So if you have a good well-being, then you're able to deflect some of that and not absorb some of that, because that's a very important thing, because that can lead to depression and can lead to all sorts of things. And people don't realize, when you're rude or mean to someone at the grocery store or at work or to a family member, it physically can affect them, because it can lower their immune system. It can make them not want to socialize with people. You don't understand what your words and your energy and your presence can do to people. So you have to be very, very careful also, as he's squeaking the toy everywhere. My dog, we've got to love him. Abdo, do you mind, dear? I'm recording. I know this is your world, but I'd like a little time there. Gotta love it.
and after it's okay.
Gotta love him.
But I know, and going down that path too is, it goes both ways. So you have to be mindful and be respectful of what comes out of your mouth, but on the other end, you also have to be willing and understanding of how to deflect other people's words.
Yes. And
Learning
meditation
when,
helps a lot with
yeah,
that, for sure.
and it's a frustration within yourself exerts out onto other people. So, I have that even with my own daughter, who's a toddler. It's
We love
majority
Annabelle.
of her to pieces. She's very strong-willed, very stubborn. We are very much alike, which is one of the reasons why we headbutts often.
Yeah.
We both don't like people telling us what to do.
Yeah.
And, you know, but it's very important. And I tell her almost every time that we get into our arguments that anything that we say to each other could possibly be something that's within ourselves.
Yeah.
So when that's kind of, I'm trying to help people understand that when you're angry or frustrated, or somebody else is angry or frustrated and they lash out at you or you lash out at them, it's something within your inner world that you are exerting into your outer world.
For
So
sure.
it's not necessarily a frustration that they forced you to be frustrated about. It's something that you actually are irritated, or it could be something else, and it comes out in that.
Well, I
And
think that's why people are triggered. I hate to use that word, but that's why a lot of people get triggered, because they unconsciously have something that really has bothered them, an event or some sort of trauma or some sort of interaction that they don't realize that it's affecting their well-being, and they don't deal with it. And then all of a sudden someone says pasta and they're like, I hate pasta. And then they're freaking out, right, Kaylee? Exactly. She's like, yeah, I agree. So I think that that's why most of the time that people are triggered nowadays, for you millennials out there, is because you've had something in your life, or you've seen something that you may not have even been part of the conversation, but you may have been in the room and you said, that will never happen to me. And then you interact with someone and then that happens and you're like, crap, why did I just freak out about that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And it's usually over, above and beyond a normal kind of thing. And it's human, right?
Very. And that's why I let her, let my daughter know that whenever mommy yells at you about something or gets really frustrated with you about something, it's probably not because of you. Actually, usually it's not because of you. It's
Yeah.
because of something inside of mommy. And
Yeah.
I want you to remember that, because it's the same thing for everybody else. If other people get mad at you, or if you get mad at other people, it's something within you.
Yeah.
So right now she gets mad at me because she wants to control everything.
Yeah.
And so she gets mad because she can't control everything, and she lashes out at me. Now she's only 2 and she doesn't understand that, but a lot of adults have never learned this either.
Yeah.
And so how can you have a whole, rounded well-being and feel
Haley's like
good?
watching it, listen to every word you're
She
saying.
does. She loves listening to mommy.
Yeah,
Mommy.
listen to this stuff because she doesn't want to repeat
No,
it.
no, not at
Yes,
all.
Bethel, we know. Yes, you have to be with us.
It's an
I know.
emotional whirlwind up in this house sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But it's hard, even I make these mistakes.
Yeah.
There's even times, I mean, it could be something as simple as wanting your husband to put away their dish, and then they don't do it. And then you get mad because of it. Well, it was your expectation
Yeah.
for them to put their dish in the dishwasher, little things like that. And
Yeah.
to most people, it's like, well, common sense, just do it kind of thing, but not necessarily. What have you ever not put a dish in the dishwasher? Most
Yeah.
likely because maybe you're in a rush. Maybe you're just eating lunch before you have to get onto a meeting. You put it in the sink or on the counter and move on.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
And
And
we will
majority,
definitely have a parenting segment that will
Mhm.
actually be part of that, since I went through something similar with Peyton. When I was trying to do some unconscious work with him. What are you looking at? He sees something up there. He's like, what? He sees a shadow or something, or the light or something. Dogs freak me out when they do that. It's like, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
Anyway, so so we'll have a discussion about that in our parenting segment, the expectations that people put on. And even though it'll be more about kids, we can also apply that to husbands and all sorts of things, because that's a really good topic. So we'll do that for next month for sure. Well, okay. Family Naturals is our sponsor for our podcast. Anything new happening with family? What did I say? Family what? Did I
Family
say?
Netflix, you got it.
Oh, I did. I'm like, what did I say? This fast has got
You're on
my
a
brain.
fast.
Okay. Anything special for our sponsor that you wanted to talk about today?
Nothing special today. I'll be talking about probably Aloha Hemp Company for our next one. They
Cool.
are incredible. So I'll show some of those products for the next episode.
Okay, so we'll just leave the website for Family Naturals. You can go check out everything that they have on there. They're great. Kristen has organized amazing products for you guys on there. We always leave the information in the bottom, so please check that out. And thank you so much for joining us. And great topic this week. I appreciate it. As he's sneezing to death.
Yeah.
All right, we will see you guys later. Bye.
Okay.